Hello, hello, hello. Okay, it is our first day back from vacation and we're sitting down to film our August TBR. August, honestly, usually a little bit of a crazy month. It's crazy and it's not crazy because we're finishing up the summer program, but I'm still working at the retail place. But it's also the month that we usually do the continuation of 30 and 30 from April and do a 31 and 31. Now with that being said, I have 23 balls left in here. I counted. I was gonna just do like everything else that was in here, but I don't know, is 23 too many? Because I do want to give myself like a little bit of leeway for the 31 and 31, but sometimes that also makes it so I don't read because I have so many options that I'm like, okay, maybe so I just don't read because I'm trying to figure out what to read. So this month we're not just going to pick 5. We're either going to do 10 or until the stack starts looking a little too big. So we're just freeballing this month. And honestly, I'm not mad about it because so what I've done, a long time ago, I don't know if anybody was here for this, but I had, or if I was even YouTubing at that point, I had flipped all of my books around so that if I hadn't read them, you could see the pages. That way, like, as I was reading them, you could fill in the page, like, you would, it's like coloring in your bookshelf. I stopped doing that because I hated getting questions about it. And then, yeah, so I've just been, like, implementing keeping all of the books that I haven't read and have read on one shelf because we don't have room for more shelves. So since then, I've decided to take off all of the books off of my shelves that I have not read, and they're everywhere because not all of them fit on my TBR card. So this is giving me an excuse to read more of my TBR. I have put myself on an official book buying ban after San Diego because we bought so many books, and I still have so many books that I haven't read. The only exception is series, because series are another goal that I want to complete this year because I realized I'm in the middle of like 74 and counting because we just got some books that are the start of series. So those are the only exceptions. Otherwise, I'm not allowed to buy books for the remainder of the year. And then obviously the exception of like if I've already read them and just want a physical copy. So with that being said, I already don't know how long this video is going to be. Usually my TBRs are pretty short, but let's start with book number 1, which is going to be a recent purchase. Like I just said, we went on a big excursion for book shopping and we got a lot of books. Did I get anything that was short enough? Okay, so I got a couple of short options. If you want to see what I ended up getting for the whole haul, check out my San Diego vlog. I have a little haul in there. I was thinking about filming like its own separate haul, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But a couple of the shorter options are the one that I got from the blind date with the book, which was More Like Enemigas. And then Where Dreams Fall is a pretty short option. And then this one's not as short, but it does kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The Beast by Katie Robert, because it is continuing a series. This isn't the next one that I need, but I've pretty much been reading these ones out of order, which I know I don't usually like to do. But they had this one and they didn't have Tinkerbell and Hook stories. So, I think we're gonna go with the Beast. Kill 2 birds, 1 stone. Put it on the TBR. Pick number 2. Ooh. A book that is a hardcover. We didn't get any of those in San Diego. We stuck with paperbacks, surprisingly. Okay, I'm gonna count a book that I don't have yet, because I'm pretty sure this edition isn't out in paperback yet. But I just got the notification that my library hold for Yesteryear is officially available. So I have to go pick that up today. So I will have it. And we're going to read Yesteryear in August. Pick number 3 is a fantasy. So a fantasy, any fantasy. Like I said, we're trying to keep it short. Do I have any shorter fantasies? Okay, we'll go with one that I didn't just purchase. And make that the Memory Theater. I'm pretty sure this is more like, it is fantasy, but it's more like magical realism. And I'm going to count that. I think a cat just entered the room. We've been gone for a week, so they're like coming in and being very snuggly. But the Memory Theater. I did want to wait until, like, you know what, never mind. I just talked myself out of that. I wanted to wait for this more in like the fall, winter months. Unfortunately. So what I'm going to do instead is pick up Where Dreams Fall. It's a very short book. Well, not very short, but like, yeah, it's short. It's 245 pages. And it basically takes place in a world where dreams are guarded and nightmares are unsanctioned. And honestly, that was all I really needed to know. I'm super excited for this one. Pick number 4 is a book that is written in the third person point of view, if I could get that together. So third person is basically talking about she's doing this, he's doing that, they are doing something. Okay, I've been straying away from middle grade a little bit, but there's one series that I only have one book left in, and that is The Warriors. In this specific series, the Warrior Cat series has a bunch of different like side series, but for this particular series, this is the last book that I have left. This is a middle grade series that follows cats, and there are stray cats who don't have a forever home, but they are perfectly content with that, and they just stick to their clans and they fight other clans. And that this one in particular follows Firestar and his introduction to the cat clans. How do you feel about that, Pink? Stop eating my books. Oh, hi. You do look terrified. Go ahead, Bubba. Okay, book number 5 is a cozy read. Okay, I can't, like, I'm reading it and then telling you about it. A cozy read. I'm trying not to do ones that, like, I literally just purchased. But Romantasy, this is one that I started in June and just didn't pick up again. But it's about these 2 characters who end up accidentally going on this quest. It is relatively short-ish. We should be able to finish it pretty quickly. And pick number 6 is a companion book. So a book that's in a series but not necessarily related to like the book that came after that. And I think we'll go with Wildfire. This is another one that I started and didn't finish, but it is part of the, I almost said off campus. It's not part of the off campus series. It's part of the Maple Hills series. And the first one was Icebreaker. This one follows 2 different people that become a couple. And it takes place during the summer. So what a better time to read it than in August. Bubba, you can't play with these. No, you can't play with these ones. Trouble. We'll go with number 7. Right now, the stack is looking actually pretty decent. I think the longest one is going to be Yesteryear, a character pick. I've been waiting so long to get a character pick. It's not even funny. Okay, so the goal of this wheel is to pick a fandom that I am in, spin the wheel, and whatever character I get, come up with a prompt that fits their character. So my favorite show currently that I have officially caught up with other than I think they added in like some extra bonus scenes for some certain episodes that I have not caught up with, is The Rookie. And like I am obsessed with this show. So we have a wheel of all of the Rookie characters, even some side characters here, and we're gonna spin it and see what we come up with. Oh, I don't like that noise. James. Okay, James is kind of an interesting character for me. I do find myself getting really frustrated with him, because obviously he wants change, and that is totally valid. I am 100% with him on that. Change needs to fucking occur. It's bullshit what so many people are going through at the hands of police. Even one of the actors, the actor who played Jackson, ended up leaving because he couldn't justify playing a cop after everything that happened with the Breonna Taylor case. But at the same time, you have to leave room for change as well. And James is he's a very combative character. He wants change, but he won't let them attempt to change. Because every time they try to help, he intervenes and gets really mad. At least he did at the beginning. And I would like to say we've seen some change from him, but we haven't seen a lot of him in the last few episodes. So I can't even say that we're making room for that. For him, though, I feel like a book with a character trying to fight social justice or social injustice would be perfect. I don't have any that I haven't already read. So maybe like a book with a character trying to take down the system would be really good. Any that I have for that, though, are super long, which is not ideal for a 31 and 31. But I might have one on my Kindle that's still a little bit long, but it's under 400 pages. On Kindle Unlimited. It's called Empire, A Flame and Thorn. This was originally going to be part of my romantasy vlog, but I think I found a different book to cover that. So we'll go with that one. Okay. I still feel like we're in a pretty decent space. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, standalone. So any book that is a standalone that does not have, it's not part of a series in any way, whether it be just a companion or otherwise. Oh, and that's another really hard thing to find on my shelves. Pretty sure this one's a standalone, more like an Amigas. Like I said, I got this in a blind date with the book, and then I lost count. I don't even know where we're at. A buzz cover, a book that fits the buzz cover of August. Can I tell you what that is off the top of my head? The buzz cover for August is a book that looks like it has damage on the cover. The cover doesn't have to be damaged. It just has to look like it has damage on the cover. I'm sure I have more like this, but I think we're gonna go with Assassin's Apprentice. Because like it does have, like, it looks like an old-timey map. It does look like there's some like bleeding around the area. Yeah, I think this counts. It's also the start of a series. Should I be doing it? Probably not, but that is okay. Genuinely, at this point, I think we're just gonna finish the bucket, because I'm having a great time. If you don't mind a longer style video. Same hat, or same height. Same height as last book. So it just has to be the exact same height as the one we picked. Okay, I can't find a book that's the exact same height. And I'm sure there's one in here, but again, the stacks are a little messy. So I found one that's similar. Very, very close, even if not quite the exact height, and that is The Empress. Like I said, a little bit off, but it's fine. I'm gonna count it because I don't have time to sit here and nitpick. Like I said, this idea of taking off all of the unread books on the shelf probably wasn't the best idea. Returning author, so not a new to me author, a author that I have read from before. Again, this could be anything. So I have read from a lot of authors, including authors that, I've read series, but there is one author, and I really shouldn't pick this for this prompt, but I feel like it's perfect for the summer, although it is huge. It is it's a 552 page romance book. But I read Till Summer Do Us Part by this author. Loved it so much. It's my favorite book of the year. I want to read more from this author. So it's Rules for the Summer by Megan Quinn. I got through Till Summer Do Us Part pretty quickly. So I think I can get through this one. And this edition is gorgeous. It's perfect for the summertime. I want to actually read a Megan Quinn in the summer. So like I said, so this is probably where I normally call it because the stack is getting pretty big, plus the books that we don't have yet. But I think I'm just going to go for it. I genuinely think that I'm just going to pick the 23 prompts that are in here, give or take. If I end up coming across a prompt that I don't like, I might just scrap it and like not care. Ooh, okay. A book with BIPOC rep. That's Black, Indigenous, or person of color representation. I'm going to save this one. This one is going to be, there's a book coming out in August. I don't remember when in August, but it is the sequel to Never Whistle at Night, which is an anthology, my favorite anthology of all time. And yeah, we're going to pick that one because it's another anthology collection inspired by Indigenous stories. Okay, and then Jesus fucking Christ, this isn't good. This is not a good idea for me. One word title. This is A, gonna be a very long video, well, longer than normal video, and B, I'm gonna have to read a lot of books, but it'll be fine. It'll be good for me. We'll do Wonderland for this one. All I know is it takes place in the Adirondack Mountains, and a family is moving there. A book that has a word in the title, that shares a word in the title with the last song you listened to. What was the last song that I listened to? Okay, so I was actually, you can thank Off Campus for this one. It's Baby Now That I've Found You. Yeah, honestly, it's been stuck in my head ever since watching the Off Campus. So I need either Baby, Now, That, Found, or You. Okay, obviously one of those words was now. And I think I'm going to go with another book that I don't own yet and make that And Now Back to You. I loved the first book. We're going to go ahead and read the second one, a book on the Rory Gilmore list. So if you don't know, there is a character on Gilmore Girls who is very well known for reading, and so somebody has compiled a list of all of the books that they have seen her reading and made it into a reading challenge. Most of them are classics. All right, let's once again put A Clockwork Orange on the TBR. If you notice the bookmark, again, this is another one that I have also started. This one doesn't even have anything in it, so we're actually only picking 22 books. Oh, a book inspired by a meme. Hold on. I need my resident meme professional. They're not at work. They're just out getting teas and everything. Hey, I need another favor.
What's your favor?
First of all, say hi to YouTube.
Oh, hi YouTube.
I need a meme.
You need a meme?
A meme that I can interpret into a reading prompt.
Yeah, meme. Can it just... Okay, so here's my question for you.
Yeah.
Can it be like... Does it have to be specifically like one of those type of meme, or can it be like one of my face reactions that I do for like screenshots?
It can be one of those.
I was gonna say, because if you can interpret something based off of that, that'd be awesome.
I'm sure I could.
You sure you could?
I'm sure I could.
All right, challenge accepted. I'll send you one in a second.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, just let me know.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I spelled rain for a second. I was gonna be like, uh-oh. But no, I think we're good. But no, I'll send you a meme. How are you putting me on YouTube if you're using your phone to record?
Laptop.
Oh, right.
Technology.
I get it. That's right. Fuck, sometimes I'm like the oldest person in the world, even though
You
I'm
sure are.
Alright, I'm making your life challenging now, bet. Alright, I'm heading towards the library to get your hold now.
Alright, I love you.
Alright, I love you. Bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Also, by the way, I hold on, wait, before I leave, I got a message for YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. I am always the honorary first like, just so you guys know, that is my job. And if anybody takes it, I just want you to know, like it.
Okay. Okay, while we're waiting for that meme to come in, we'll just go ahead and do the last few. We'll do random letter, but it has to be in the author's name. Has to be either the first or last name of the author. S. That was a fun little jingle. Okay, so the letter S has to be in the author's first name or the author's last name. Let's do one that Benson got. Not only is it the first letter in the author's last name, but it's also the first letter of the title, and that is Sorrowland. I've heard some mixed things about this one. And then we're down to the last three. So, well, we're still waiting for that meme. Still waiting for the meme. A book that is a middle grade. Because we are definitely not doing an unwrapped this month, we'll do, oh man. I mean, any of my middle grades are already wrapped up. And the two that I have out, actually, we have Loki's Wolves, which would be perfect for this. A different genre from last read. So that one was a fantasy. So we could go romance, we could go mystery, we could really do anything here. Okay, it says from last read, we're gonna go with last picked, because who knows? Oh, no, that's fantasy. You know what? Let's do Murder by Cheesecake. It's a cozy mystery. It's a Golden Girls cozy mystery, to be specific. And then lastly, while we're still waiting for the meme, killing me. Oh, a book inspired by a song on your playlist. So this is supposed to be a random song, but I feel like, first of all, I haven't listened to music in a while. This is hard because I don't listen to music as often. Usually if I'm listening to something, it's an audiobook. So let me go. You know what? I'm actually going to X-nay this prompt. Only because I can't get into my Spotify on my laptop, and I don't know why that is. Probably because I haven't logged into it on my laptop for a while. I don't know if you can really see that, but we just have a shocked little face of what looks like a puppet. Because why wouldn't it? Okay, so Benson's interpretation of this is, in exact words, look at his eyes, that's the fear of God, he hath sinned. So kind of what I was going for. But also not really. So I mean, it helps a little bit because, like, you would think, like, something that'll strike immense fear. Or it could be, like, a book that features, like, a villainous character. I don't have a lot of, like, horror books that I feel like are actually going to scare me that I haven't already read, right? Okay, we'll just do, like, it's a loose interpretation. And maybe you could have come up with something a little better than I can. But we're gonna go with another chunky book that I probably shouldn't put on here, but I'm, like, desperate to read it. It's a romantasy. The Dark Lord's Guide to Dating and Other War Crimes. Another very chunky book. Another book that is, not even quite 500 pages. Oh, no, it is 500 pages. 500, just over 500 pages. 502. But this is what we're going to do. Okay, and with that said, the bucket is empty. Meaning next month we're going to start with a whole different jar of prompts and hopefully a lot more books off of the shelves. Well, not off of the shelves, but like on the shelf. So it is all of these books, plus the book Benson is picking up, plus the couple that are going to be on my Kindle or audio. Am I going to finish it? We don't know. So, like I said, we're stopping summer school. I think this is week 5. And then I think next week is the last week. I'm pretty sure. And then we have a couple of weeks before school starts back up. However, I will be working retail. So, will I be able to read all of these books in time for the month to end? We'll see. And this isn't even all of them that I need to read. I'm doing the 31 and 31. So, some of these will be audio, some of these will be me physically reading, and some of them will not get read. Or they will. Otherwise, I have a lot of fun projects going on within the next couple of months to try and get up that Goodreads goal, because we're behind. So, if you read any of these, if you have, let me know what you've thought about them. If you haven't, let me know if you are excited or intrigued by any of these, and if you want me to read them faster so that I can give you a good review or bad review, or let you know how I think about them. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see more from me as well as Benson, who's a frequent member on this channel, I will leave all of their links down in the description box below, as well as links to my social media if you want to get any more updates from me. But until then, goodbye. Also, let me know if you think this is a big mistake and I should have just stuck to 5.